all of the gems. And you mentioned just now living unapologetically, and you are a shining example of living unapologetically as a woman, as a Black woman. And you write in the book about sometimes not feeling seen, right? Or
Mhm.
sometimes folks not getting who you are in all of your badass right?
Yeah.
um, what advice do you have for women, Black women in the workplace, to
Mhm.
come as their full selves and to be seen fully and to really live and work unapologetically?
Well, I'm so glad you point out Black women because I feel like this should be the Black women's holiday. It's like the cross between Black History Month and Women's History Month.
Mhm.
I mean, shouldn't this be
March
like the
1st.
day?
Yep.
I mean, I kind of feel like we should just do that.
We kn That's it. March 1st, the day of the Black women.
March 1st is our day. Um, but I love Black women. I just love us. And I wish for us a more successful future. A future where we have the ability to show up exactly as ourselves. I have been in so many rooms which have tried to make me feel small, which have tried to make me feel insignificant, as if my culture or my experiences don't matter because they're not the quote unquote majority. But the beauty of the idea of our contribution to not just society, but to the world is that it is a fact. This is not even me just like saying, oh, well, pointing out folks from history and saying this person or that person or that person. But the fact that, like in science, for instance, okay, you take matter, and we know that when matter exists, it is made up of molecules. And when you change one molecule, the whole matter changes. If you put in that molecule again, it changes again. And so, my contribution as a Black woman, with my culture, with my experiences, with my knowledge, all unique unto me, when it enters a matter, it changes. And so, therefore, I am significant in the space. So, I
Mm.
want for our culture, for our society, for our corporations to understand that the contribution we have is actually significant and that we need to walk that way. And so, I
Mm.
don't shrink when I go into rooms. I know that my contribution really matters. And it is even as important as showing up as my full self, as you just said, not just theoretically and not just psychologically, but physically. That when I decided to show up on the Apple keynote stage, the stage that Steve Jobs built, that is known for the black turtleneck and jeans, that instead of showing up like that, I showed up with my full curly afro, with a tight pink dress on, show off my curves, playing, Rapper's Delight and Afro beats and a song by my niece Leaf, who, of course, because I'm that kind of auntie. Um, I I wanted to show up as a Black woman and not pretend to be something else because look, we're not going to be appreciated for being anything else anyway. So you might as well show up as yourself.